Welcome to Signal 11 Podcast. My name's Steve. I'm the owner of Signal 11 Deer Lures. I've been in business for almost 20 years now. Throughout the years, our customers have always asked us for videos on the use of the products that we make. They're really looking for videos out in the field, and we're going to be doing a lot of those coming up this year, starting this year, and we're going to continue to do them as we get the feedback from the customers of what they want to see. So we are going to do some videos from the field. We're also going to do some videos from right here, right at my desk. So the thing is that over the years of being in business, I've come across countless amount of incredible hunters, obviously because of what I provide them with. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to have different guests on, and we're going to mix it in between the product use videos, and we'll see how it goes. I'm new to all of this. I'll talk about that, I'm sure, multiple times because this whole thing is very strange to me, but we're going to do a lot of field videos. Some of them will be talking on them. Some of them may be narrated or something like that. I have no idea which way this is going to go, but this is an introductory video. It's going to be a short video. Over the last year and a half, I've done a few podcasts with different podcast companies or teams, and I specifically did quite a few of hunting reports with New Jersey Multi-Species Podcast, which is a fantastic podcast. You have to check it out. It's 99% based on fishing, and you can just learn a ton on there. And the hosts are two great fishermen, two great guys, friends of mine. Joe and Chris are fantastic. They do a fantastic job. They started out just like this. So I have high hopes because I've seen where they've taken theirs. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue on with what we started with New Jersey Multi-Species, and that was we did some hunting reports over the last year, and they were really good. They were well received. We did a couple minutes at the end of their podcast, and they were great. And I kind of spoke as fast as I could to try to get as much information as I could out. And we got a lot of feedback. Chris and Joe got feedback. I got a lot of feedback directly through Signal 11 Lures through my website. People were asking for more, and they were asking for different things. So that's where this comes from, this Signal 11 podcast. And my logo, you see, I just ran a red line through the word lures and added podcast. And that's the way we're going to keep it. It's going to be pretty raw. It's going to be off the cuff. Minimal editing, if anything. I'm going to do all the editing myself, which is why it's going to be minimal editing, because it's not that easy to do, and I don't have a whole lot of time to do it, but I'm going to do the best I can to give you a decent product that'll keep you interested and get you informed. Something that's important is the guys at New Jersey Multi-Species Podcast, they allowed me to do a full episode where I was speaking like this to a guest, and it did great. It's a great guest. The gentleman's name is Mario, a really interesting story and some controversy, if you want to call it that. I don't see it as controversy, but it made for a great first podcast. So you have to head over to the New Jersey Multi-Species Podcast YouTube channel. And somewhere this past February of 25, I did this interview with this gentleman, Mario. And it's definitely worth saying. I mean, as of recording this, there's probably almost 2,000 views on it. And I think it's going to continue to climb because it's a real raw footage type of interview. And I'm going to try to keep them all that way. So check that out. And then we're going to continue on here doing the same thing. I did an interview today. That'll be up later on this week. And then I got a couple really good guests lined up. I really met so many people being in this business. Some of them, all of you viewing may know. So a lot of them you won't know, but they're all going to have good information that we can all learn from, and we'll all take away something really important from it. So that's the plan with this podcast. We're going to talk about fishing, because I do own a fishing scent company. I do own a fishing bait company with my son. We're actually partners. I make turkey calls, deer products, bear attractants, all kinds of stuff. So you can check out our website, which is www.signal11lures.com. And you can keep, if you don't mind, you could subscribe here. Like I said, you'll see some tutorials right from the woods. One of my good friends set me up with a GoPro, and it's going to probably be funny, but ultimately it's going to be informative. So we're going to wing it. We're going to see what we can do. And you're also going to get some great interviews with some great hunters and some great fishermen and probably some boat captains too, is my plan. And probably some tackle stores and hunting store owners, because they're the salt of the earth, man. That's where it's at, is your local tackle store. Is definitely where it's at, whether it's fishing or hunting tackle. That's where you got to be spending some time and talking to them, pick their brain a little bit. And they are just a bundle of information information. So that's really going to be something that we're gonna lean toward as well. So just want to say hello. I don't know where this is going, but we're going to give it a shot. We got a couple of good interviews already recorded, and we're going to do our best to get them out once every 2 weeks. It may go a little less, a little more. The easiest thing you could do is like and subscribe, and we're going to give it a good shot. So welcome to the brand new Signal 11 podcast, and wish me luck because I'm going to need it.